Hello, welcome to the Vico Office tutorial series. My name is Levi Froelich. Today we will be talking about scheduling. We will learn how to prepare a schedule, set dependencies, and set resources. Please open the Vico Office suite. It is assumed that you have already created tasks. Please open the Schedule Planner and hit Open Schedule. This error we will deal with later. For now, when it appears, you can close it. Vico has created a schedule based on our tasks. However, it is clear that it is garbage because dependencies have not been set. The first thing to do is to go to the project and hit Project Settings. Change the name of the tutorial of the name and enter the start and the deadline. Go to Edit Calendars and change the calendar to suit your needs. Because we are in Israel, you can change the working days or the weekends to Friday and Saturday. In order to get a neater view of our schedule, choose this option. Here we have all the tasks in our project. We will create now technological dependencies, meaning dependencies such that columns cannot be built before the foundations. In order to do that, we click on the foundations and drag them to the columns. This creates a default finish start dependency. To edit this dependency, we double click. We can change it. Adding a lag will add time in calendar days, and adding a buffer will add days, work days. We will continue to add our technological dependencies. Once we add dependencies, in order to get a better picture of how the project progresses, we can right click and hit Choose Recalculate Toolbox Positions. Now, how do we deal with overheads? Overheads start when the project starts and finishes when the project finishes. Therefore, we will create a start relationship with the foundations, and a finish relationship with all of the final tasks. Again, to get a better picture of how the network flows, we will recalculate the tax box positions. Now, we will go back to our schedule. Our schedule looks a lot better. However, we still notice that we have the columns on floor 1 are being built before the floor of the foundations is finished. This obviously does not make sense. Therefore, we will create a location dependency where we will hit this button, drag this floor from the foundation to the column in the first floor, and hit OK. And now that is creating a location delay. We still have an issue here because the floor is being built before the beams are finished. So therefore we will do the same thing. We will drag the beam to the floor and hit OK. more thing we can do for the overheads is to double click, choose as soon as possible, and unclick force task continuity. Given that this is a fictitious task, this will ensure that it starts when the project starts and it finishes when the project finishes. Otherwise, if you do force task continuity, it will look like this, which is not correct. We have now generated our basic schedule. In order to customize how these lines look, you can right-click, hit Customize, choose Flowline, and you can change the font, and you can also change the number of times the task appears, and so on. We will now add resources. We double-click on the task, and then we can see how many quantities we have. And we will add resources. So for foundations, we will add the structure team. For columns, we also use the same structure team. For beams, we use the same structure team. For the roof, it's the same structure team. The stairs is the same structure team. The concrete blocks, we have the block team. For the Yutong block, we have the same block team. Changes to just generic block team. Then here we have a finishing team. Call this 04 finishing team. And for windows, we have the same finishing team. And the railings, we have a railing team. To see how many resources we have or we're using in the project, choose Project and hit Resource Registry. And we see how many teams are working on which things at each time. If we have limitations regarding the teams, we can add them here, and it will change the schedule. To go back to the flowline view, click here. Learn the basics of scheduling and how to prepare a schedule, how to set dependencies, and how to set resources.